Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I welcome you all to this presentation for the blockchain technology. This is my project, and it's been so for the past 5 years, working along with a team of 12 scholars. And I would like first to give you an overview and a small presentation of the actual and current state of our economy, society, and why this is so important nowadays. Right, so first let me tell you that the first came personal computers. Then the internet arrived, and a new revolution occurred when all possibly existing applications became part of a new environment we had just created to cover all possible needs our lives had. Technology has advanced more in this last 40 years than ever before. The greater the advances, the greater the challenges, and along the risks associated with security and privacy. Also, we have gone from being complete strangers and having a limited idea of our world to knowing what is going on in every corner of our planet and who is doing it. But our interest tonight is larger than life, I like to believe. Surely the most recurring theme of all generations have been wealth and their different ways of obtaining it. At this point in history, a large part of the pie of wealth has been divided among the great resource owners, those who first positioned themselves and have established the rules of entry in the club of the wealthiest and VIPs. It can be said that wealth today is linked to the number of economic barriers of entry set by governments and the cost of launching projects, among others. Today, we can already witness that money's power, and he who possesses the power. We are now living the third generation in the development of computer science. The Internet of Things, 5G, and the emergence of blockchain, and in some cases, the cryptocurrencies associated to blockchain has opened a door to a new horizon in our social evolution. The opportunities that these technologies offer are inversely related to the number of social and economic barriers that current political systems have gradually imposed on citizens. While blockchain technology is opening the path to wealth development and freedom, governments are imposing more and more rules. And the controversy is the big question. What economic value do we have as citizens? And maybe the answer is very, very sad. The taxable value we can generate. It becomes evident that this historic and unique moment is a time of change, but also a time of struggle to maintain the essential natural rights of men. Let's keep our eyes open and never forget our aspirations and essential rights. Blockchain development brings us back to the events, Lehman Brothers and Goldman Sachs junk stock crisis that brought the world to ruin. This is part of its history. Government put their interests ahead of its citizens, so countries like Greece or Spain became laboratories for the establishment of exploitative and restrictive economic policies and practices for the purpose of social repression. The same people they were supposed to defend became the victims of their own protectors and suffered collectively, while individually, poverty reached levels never seen before. And this was carried out by institutions that decided upon our futures. Blockchain is not just a technology. The reason why blockchain has aroused so much interest is precisely that it establishes its own rules, self-governance, self-protection, and security system, and does so in such a way that no one and nothing can point out, condemn, accuse the origin of any of its practices. Blockchain is a decentralized technology. This means that the replication and fragmentation quality of transactions prevents its localization, and therefore it is impossible to tamper with, forge, subdue, or control. I mentioned security and privacy as two of my favorite topics. But I would like to go deeper. First as an individual, and second as a conceptualizer, creator, and representative of Taylor blockchain. Before I started this project, I observed how the same nature of the so-called social platforms were losing the uniqueness and main purpose, while more tools of social controls and tools for espionage were apparently becoming more obvious into these platforms. As my old friend John McAfee would explain, we're exposing our privacy and offering the necessary information to be assaulted. The importance of wealth creation, privacy or anonymity, and the basic human rights that makes all be humans is what I like to mention and is what we want to offer. Now, as we're all here to learn more about the Taylor project, the Taylor blockchain, let's get more into practical things. Let me show you how we can ensure all of that with only one tool. Keep your eyes open because I'm proud to announce to you the upcoming of Taylor Chain, which is, I'm glad it's already in the market and it's working. Let's get now in the more technical part. What is that Taylor chain everyone is talking about that interconnects change and is able to exchange values and assets? Well, Taylor is a cross-chain ecosystem that integrates 4 main points. First, chains. Why? Because this chain is able to integrate several chains at the same time. It is also a wallet that keeps your assets and values securely, safe, and under your control. It allows you to make decentralized transactions and is also integrated by several applications. Taylor is a blockchain platform with the cross-chain capabilities to link different blockchains. It was created by 11 other members and me during 5 years of research and development. And we created 3 main pillars that makes this system, this ecosystem perfect. First, there's a Taylor wallet. It's a multi-chain wallet that stores your digital assets in a secure way. But it's also a chain that enables cross-chain communication between the chains, and is also a TL swap, is a swap that allows decentralized transactions while providing anonymity. What are the technologies that keep Taylor safe and secure? You would wonder. Let's go through this. So we created this module called DLVP. It's a discrete lock verification protocol. For those who don't know, just the word lock and verification is meaningful. It blocks the transactions, information of both parties until the transaction is completed. So it cannot be interfered by any third parties. There's a Taylor VM. It's a high-performance virtual machine that enhances the speed of all the transactions. And it has a mirror contract and a bridge contract that enables the chain to connect with other chains while receiving or sending the transactions and assets. We have solved 6 technical problems of cross-chain. We have solved the delays in cross-chain transactions. We have solved the infinite loop happening in smart contracts of target chains in cross-chain transactions. We have solved the security issues at chain-to-chain bridges, which is one of the weak points in transactions and where hackers usually hit. We have solved the problem of Sybil attacks that are launched across chains and the bifurcation problems of target chains and cross-chain transactions. And also, very important, but not less than the other, the atomicity of cross-chain transactions. We will be issuing a total of 16.85 million TLs. Every 4 seconds, 1 TL will be created, which is equal to 1 block, with a daily yield of around 21,600 blocks or TLs per day. And it will take around 27 years to complete. Now, let's get into this wonderful Lpos liquidity mining we have. We have pioneered this Lpos, is a liquidity proof-of-stake consensus technology. It requires no pledging, which means the participants are not required to place any funds to participate in the packaging of blocks or the solutions of equations or algorithms. There's an on-chain contract with freedom of access, and it keeps the assets safe and secured. And we had a scientific approach to this mining. And as you all know, lately it's been spoken of about the resources used for Bitcoin to create its currency. In this case, we use no electricity. What are our values and vision? You may wonder. We wish to link every blockchain and the metaverse. But we also want everyone to acquire and develop their wealth. Taylor's value is reinforced with every cross-chain transaction. And it will become, hopefully, and this is our goal, the trailblazers of blockchain, providing technical support for every blockchain, virtual world, and the future of metaverse. If you want to know more, we have a Twitter account, and you can watch our Taylor official promotional video on YouTube under Taylor Story or Taylor from Conception to Inception, or go to our Facebook, which everybody knows. Now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. This has been a brief introduction to our technology. I hope you have enjoyed it, you liked it, and we wishing you a good experience with our application. It's out there, all for you to use. It's secure, reliable, and you will be in full control of your assets. I wish you a good acquisition of your wealth. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you for coming.